It bills itself as a world leader in one-way car sharing. Since it was launched here in Toronto in 2012, Car2go has expanded from 120 vehicles to nearly 400. Well, recently the company started allowing its customers to drop the car off on any residential street and leave it there for free. Well, that has residents who already know how hard it is to find street parking fuming.
And the Car2go, for several days, they took up so many spots and we couldn't park. And when you have a child and you come home in the evening and you can't find a parking spot on your own street that you're paying taxes for, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they've gotten away with this.
It's a growing problem all over the city, as evidenced by these rants on a Leslieville Facebook page, some calling it bullying by Car2go. One person said she counted 11 Car2go cars parked where she usually parks on Dundas East. What's it like to find street parking on your street?
It's often impossible.
You can tell right here. Just go around the blocks and there's no parking anywhere.
Car2go had attempted to negotiate with the city to secure universal parking permits that would allow them to park their cars anywhere. The Public Works and Infrastructure Committee said no to that, saying there are too many streets that are already oversubscribed. But the company decided to go ahead with street parking anyway and will absorb the cost of any parking tickets. But the city says flouting the bylaw will not be tolerated, and if residents notice cars illegally parked for more than 3 hours at a time, they should call the parking authority.
As long as they work within the rules, I'm okay with it. I would encourage them to manage their vehicles and to move them around within those 3-hour windows and to find some off-street parking facilities that when the cars do sit idle and are not booked by a user, that they move those cars into that spot, even if it does cost a bit of money.
Prior to this practice, Car2go's 51,000 users had to park at a green P lot. The company issued a statement to City News today saying this makes it more convenient. Mark Latchford wrote, Car2go abides by the same 3-hour street parking rules that apply to every driver in Toronto. But most of our cars don't stay parked for that long. On average, Car2go cars are parked for less than 30 minutes before another member uses it. It's small consolation to residents who sometimes have to park blocks away.
It's not fun carrying your groceries from the other end of the street.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or from another street.
Car2go couldn't tell me how much money it spends on parking tickets, but Toronto Parking Enforcement told me today that the company gets no special dispensation. If a car is illegally parked, it'll be tagged and possibly towed. I'm Pam Seidel, City News.